The fight between Edina's trail users and buckthorn, an invasive plant, has been going on for decades. Edina 16 Scott Theory takes us to the front lines of this battle, where more than 100 volunteers stepped up to help with the fight.
After being transported to Minnesota from Europe as a hedging material, buckthorn has been taking over our trails and parks for more than 2 decades.
It's so thick in the woods, it pretty much makes it almost impassable to walk through. Very difficult at the least. We're basically going to be working along the trails. This whole park, we got excellent trails in here, and it's problematic there the most.
We came up with the idea, well, let's ask our cities, how can we serve you? What do you need us to do? And so they talked about it for a while, and then the city of Edina got back with us and said, we really could use some help at Bredeson Park pulling buckthorn. Ryan Olson told me, it's really hard. And I said, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're committed to the community. If that's what you need, that's what we're gonna do.
Woo! So we've got people pulling up smaller pieces with a little lever. We've got people cutting it down and people coming up behind rounding up that whole thing. And then we've got kids and people who aren't as skilled like myself are pulling it all away. And so there are 4 or 5 different jobs represented, and we're trying to take care of a big section of this walking trail.
We like to serve our community, get out there, do something practical for the city that we are having services in. So that's what we're here today. We've got over 150 people here, and it's just great to be in the city of Edina serving our people.
I love when people come together. I love when people are excited. I get energized when people are together. And if you just walk around and look at the faces, we're sweaty faces, but we're having a great time.
It is no easy task dealing with an invasive species that has a long history of being hard to defeat.
It's considered to be a 100-year war with the buckthorn. If we can stay on top of it and keep going at it, it'll still be 100 years before we ever get it taken care of. It's going to be an ongoing thing, and we appreciate the volunteers and the people that we got coming out here. So it's going to work out quite well.
From Bredeson Park, I'm Scott Theory, Edina 16.
To help with buckthorn abatement or with other invasive species, contact the Public Works Department.